Hello, welcome to Emotional Mojo. I am Michelle Yarn, along with two very special guest hosts today. We registered dietitian and personal trainer, Carissa Bielert, and life architect and founder of Meometry.com, Jason Goldberg. Jada and Tara are busy ladies, and they got other things going on today, so I've got a really good team.
The inmates are running the asylum.
Yeah,
big shoes. Yeah.
Let's jump into our challenge today. We want you to forgive. Paula writes to us. She says, I got pregnant at 13. I gave my daughter up for adoption. Well, 15 years later, my mom introduced me to my daughter without my approval. She did this because she felt guilty and somewhat responsible for me giving her away. I feel violated. I haven't talked to my mother in 2 years. How can I forgive her? That is Paula in Boston. 2 years is a very long time. I have a little bit of insight, not in this situation, but my sister and my mother had an argument and they didn't talk for about 1.5 years. And now that they do, I know they kind of regret losing that time. So even when it seems like the biggest issue, I think with family, you gotta forgive.
Yeah, and I don't know that this is really even a case of forgiveness. I mean, she says that, well, okay, let me not go there. Some of this gets really deep, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And so I want to be sensitive, but there are some really good tips that we can use to help to, foster forgiveness with people, because it really is, at the end of the day, you only have a certain amount of time on this earth and people that you love around you, so you really should try to make amends as much as possible.
Okay.
So let's talk about some of these different ways you can work on forgiveness. So number one, you want to identify your negative feelings. Know for a fact that you have these negative feelings and that you can deal with them. Number two, you want to write down exactly what it is you want to say. Be prepared with what you want to say. Don't try to wing it, because it can make it even more difficult to go through that process. Next, you want to embrace forgiveness as a choice. And then lastly, you want to communicate your feelings to the person. You're going to have to be emotional. Try to keep those emotions in check, but realize that you're doing this for a good reason, to really build a relationship.
Writing it down is so smart, because there's always times when you're like, I should have said this, I meant to say it this way. So if you've got a plan and you understand it's a choice you're making for yourself, it doesn't mean you're telling your mom it's okay what you did. It's just for you to let go of that negative energy.
It's hard, but you got to do it.
Absolutely.